If we come together, if we demonstrate our desire to have one America to them, there's no way for them to keep doing business the same way and doing business as usual. We've come to say we want to build one America. Build one America. Build one America. Build one.
Too many of our small towns and older suburbs are hurting. Our infrastructure is crumbling, our job base is leaving, and our schools are struggling. But the wealthiest, fastest growing towns have been allowed to zone out the poor, while gaining a disproportionate share of federal and state aid, while our towns, the older towns, gain a disproportionate share of decay and poverty.
We've got to figure out a way to come together. A lot of the jobs that traditionally were inside of cities are now moving to the suburbs. Well, so what do we do about that? We have to be able to have affordable housing closer to those jobs. We have to have transportation that can get people to and from work in an affordable way so that they're not spending their entire income on transportation. We have to create livable communities where there are parks and there's schools and there's recreation and there's shopping and there are grocery stores and there are all of the amenities that anybody who could choose where they live would want in their own community. And that's what our country should be. It's a very simple vision.
It's taking the next step to really push forward the regional opportunity agenda.
Building a coalition of different faith communities and organizations and laborers and environmental groups and developers, okay? But it also meant that we had to be strategic about who our targets were. We bring the stories to the legislators, okay? And so when we go to a legislator with a diverse group of people and target them and push and hold them accountable, we can see things happen.
We came here to say no. No to segregation, no to sprawl, and no to inequality. We're here.
If we are going to advance this agenda, we need to do it by building a broad-based political movement of urban leaders, local officials, and civic leaders from our older suburbs that have much to gain and nothing to lose from having all towns do their fair share.
And we have to find those people that are going to give us what we want, and then we have to vote them in, and that's what we have to do to change.
We are not going to be able to move forward and tell an entire metropolitan area that we are no longer going to limit the opportunities people are entitled to a neighborhood or to a city that are going to be metropolitan wide. We need you there. We are no longer going to allow a community to exempt itself from its responsibility. This is America in the 21st century.
We have to take pictures when we gather so they can see that it's not a black group. It's not a white group. It's not a Hispanic group. It's an American group.